Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Skylar Perkins. I'm 25 years old and from Orange County, California. And just first of all, so thankful and so appreciative that I was given the opportunity to be part of this webinar presentation to give you guys kind of the full picture on Nerium and the products and the business. And after this presentation, you'll have a really good understanding of if this is something that you want to try, if this is something that you want to do, to make some extra income. But before I kind of get into that, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background on myself. That way you kind of know who I am, and I'm not just some random person giving you this presentation. But like I said, I'm 25. I've been in the business for about 3.5 years. And, when I was first looking at it, when I was, in your guys' position, when I was first looking at, this business, I was in school. I was very much a broke college student. I had no savings in my account, was working as a bartender. I was kind of had some little different side businesses that I had started to try to make some extra money. And, I remember being in college my senior year, and, all of our close friends were, trying to savor every last second, saying, hey, I know the real world's coming here in a year, and, we got to enjoy this lifestyle as long as we can and really savor every moment, because pretty much once we graduate, our life's over, and reality's going to hit, and we're going to be working a 9-to-5 job, making 50, 60, 70,000, and hopefully retiring at 65 or, something like that. And so, I always knew that there was other ways around just the 9-to-5. A 9-to-5 is great. That's awesome. But, say you work a 9-to-5 job and, you want to have extra money to go on vacations, or maybe you make $60,000 and you want to find, some kind of side business to earn that gap, to earn that extra $40,000 so that you make $100,000. There's a lot of different things that having a side business can afford. And I always knew that, that was something that I wanted, whether, I wanted, to have a side business to just afford me that gap income, or to have a full, business of my own to be able to, create that entrepreneur lifestyle. That was something that I was always very, very interested in. So, totally funny, because I never thought it would be anti-aging skincare that would cross my plate, but it did, and I'm just so thankful that I was open enough to really look at the information and to check it out. So if you guys are checking out this information for the first time, huge kudos to you. A lot of people aren't even open to looking at something that firsthand they might think, oh, anti-aging skincare, I'm a guy, I'm 22 years old, that's not something for me. But when you look at it, if you got a simple system that is, hey, try this product for free and take your picture, and you've got a huge market, billions and billions of dollars that are spent on anti-aging every year, then that definitely creates an opportunity. So just going to talk a little bit more kind of about the lifestyle. For me, the biggest thing personally was flexibility. So, I have a huge passion for music, and I wanted to be able to have some sort of a career or some sort of a, job that would allow me to eventually pursue my passion, which is producing music. And so, the coolest thing for me was this, literally has been a vehicle that's helped me do it. So, personally, my day is I work from about, I wake up, 8:30, work from about 9 to, whenever I kind of want during the day. And then the rest of the time from whenever I, decide to stop working my Nerium business, now it's the coolest thing, because I just have that time. It's a lot of times I'll work until, 1 or 2 in the morning on, just on following my passion and hopefully, making something out of that. So whatever it is for you, whatever it is that you don't have enough time for, even if you work a 9-to-5 job, this is a vehicle that, can definitely provide you extra income or extra flexibility or extra time to be able to, follow your passion, or to be able to do whatever it is you want to do. Maybe you just want to, be able to take a vacation. Maybe you just want some extra money to, buy a new iPhone. Whatever it is for you, this is definitely a vehicle that can get you there, and it's really just a matter of how much, time and effort you want to put into it. So getting into a little bit about the press related to our company. So we've been featured in tons and tons of publications. These are just a couple of them. If you go on our website, you can see, tens and tens and tens, maybe even hundreds. I don't even know. It's been a while since I've seen the page now. But we've been featured in Cosmopolitan Magazine, Glamour Magazine, GQ, We've been featured on tons of different talk shows all over, different networks on national TV. And, my favorite thing about this is that our company, is not out there. We're not in these publications because we've spent a ton of money on advertising. We're not ads. All of these publications specifically said, hey, we want to write articles about this company because they're blowing up. The products actually work. This is something that's pretty cool. So we're going to, write articles about you. So it's totally organic. And it's something that, is great because a lot of companies, you see them, on billboards and different things. And obviously that's paid advertising. So definitely super cool. So on the left-hand side of your screen, Inc. Magazine. This is by far my favorite publication that we've been featured in because it just lends so much credibility to our company. But this is a publication that comes out every year, and it's done. It's the 500 fastest growing privately held companies in America. And so we were actually ranked 12th overall out of the top 500 privately held fastest growing companies, and actually first in, we were number one in fastest growing consumer products and services category company. So it's a huge, huge deal. It's a very prestigious magazine. You can find it at Barnes & Noble's, all over the place, different magazine stands, and definitely a huge deal that we were featured there. So, okay, why are we growing so fast? Why, have we been featured in all these publications? And it's 100% because of our business model. So we actually allow our customers to just try the product for free before they buy it. And then, once they start to feel the results, then they say, hey, this is something I want to continue to use and see what kind of results I get over the next 30, 60, 90 days. And, I'm the kind of person that, I'm pretty skeptical. So if you tell me, oh, this is the greatest product in the world and tell me all the ingredients and all that stuff, that's great. But I want to see the product work for myself. I want to see it work on people I know. I want to see it work on average, everyday people, not models and celebrities. And so this part of the presentation is awesome because you can kind of see, a lot of different results from very average, everyday people that basically just whip their phone out and said, here, let me take a selfie. So let me just get into it. So you can see here, obviously, the wrinkles have diminished in this lady's forehead. Big change there, but the main thing that I see is the difference in the texture in her skin. And it's so funny because, as a guy, this is something I never, saw myself talking about or caring about, but, it's a huge, huge market. And when you can help someone, imagine if this was your friend and you helped them, to get these kind of results, how cool would that be? How happy would that be? How happy would they be that you shared this product with them? So it's not just about, making money, but it's also, about, it's rewarding because you get to help people look better, have more confidence in themselves, and it's definitely cool. So, here's another example on the forehead as well. Amazing results between the before and after picture on, the deep lines within our forehead. This is something that we, have a lot of expression in our forehead, so, we tend to get wrinkles there. And, obviously, that lady was definitely very, very happy with her results. Again, all these results, 30, 60, and 90 days, all within about 90 days. So this lady here, the crow's feet, in her picture as well, diminished, it's pretty obvious there. But what I want you guys to take a look at too, that's important, is, again, just the texture in her skin, but also the size of her pores. So you can see, pore size has diminished a ton. This picture, the neck, it's definitely obvious. You can see different areas too around her smile lines or her laugh lines around her mouth. The neck is definitely a big concern. It's something I found out recently that, there's no plastic surgery or Botox or anything you can really do for the neck, and so, but our product definitely does work on the neck. So the night cream and the day cream, just so you guys know, is for the face, the tops of the hands, the neck, and the chest area. And you can see huge results here. And just a side note too, again, like I said, I'm a really skeptical person. These are just a few photos. There's thousands and thousands of pictures. If you go to our website, 90daygallery.com, you can see all the pictures that were submitted by customers. And you can just see there's thousands of pictures. And so personally, I'm just going to be honest. When I first saw these pictures, I'm very good at Photoshop because I used to do a lot of web design work. So when I saw these pictures, I said, oh, I've seen before and after pictures before. I didn't really believe it. But once I saw that 90-day gallery website and saw like literally thousands and thousands of customer submissions of photos, that's when I realized, okay, there's no way a company's going to, submit, or excuse me, there's no way a company's going to, Photoshop and make up all these stories for like, I think there's tens and tens of thousands of pictures on there. And if that doesn't sway you, then the biggest thing I say is just try the product for yourself, and at least give it 90 days, and then make sure you take your pictures, and then you'll see. So all these next pictures here are of the body contouring cream that we have called Firm. And Firm works on all areas of your body. People, I'm finding, are putting it on the most random areas, but you can see here, obviously, there's a huge difference in the tightness of the skin. Here's another example that's great. You can see here, so it's not just a tightness and firmness, but it's also, works on stretch marks, cellulite, dimpling, a ton of different areas. You can see here on the leg or on the thigh. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can see just a huge difference. I don't even need to really explain it there. Here's some of the dimpling that I was talking about. You can see, huge difference. And, to me, I don't really care about this stuff, but I know that it's a huge market because, imagine this girl, before and after, imagine how happy she is. So, she's, out more confident, wearing a bathing suit. She's out, and especially we got summer coming up here soon. And this is something that, women and men would pay, tons of money for. And you'll see the pricing here in a second. It's actually amazingly well priced. So the knee, this is something, I see, again, totally random areas, but you can see a big difference here in the knee. And so all those pictures are great. Those are just a little sample pictures of some customers that have sent in. Again, try it on yourself to see, or go and look at the 90daygallery.com website to see a ton of different pictures there. So okay, transitioning. So you're probably wondering, okay, what's the science behind this? How does this work? Is this a temporary fix, or is this kind of a gimmick thing? Number one, I can tell you for sure. When you stop using the products, it's not like you're going to go back to how you were. It's not like some gimmick tightening thing. The products really, really do rejuvenate the skin at a rapid rate. So obviously your body is always aging, but if you stop using the product, your body's going to continue to age. However, you want to continue to use something that is keeping you young. So as far as where the products came from, this is one thing I give huge props to our CEO for, and I think it's a really, really smart business decision. But we don't have an internal research and development department that is comprised of laboratories and a bunch of scientists that are developing new products. Instead, what we do is we go out there and we find accidental discoveries, we find breakthroughs, working with top universities, working with different biotech companies, and we find these amazing ingredients, and then we get the complete exclusivity and the patents to them as well. So it's based on tons of years of research, and it's completely exclusive. So being in the business, that's a great thing for me, because I know that once this product blows up, and it already has. When I was first starting out, I was saying, hey, if once this gets huge and I have a whole business and a customer base, that would suck to see this product come up in Target or in Nordstrom's or wherever, where they can buy it from somewhere else. So it's great to see that it's exclusive. So okay, so NAE8 extract. This is the most important thing need to know about the ingredients in our product. It's basically the power behind our night cream, our day cream, and our firming body contouring cream. This came out of a biotech company developed, as you can see, after 10 years of biotech research. And the coolest thing that I think about this surrounding this ingredient is that it's actually an antioxidant. And so you hear that buzzword thrown out, antioxidant, all the time. But this is actually the very first patented antioxidant for the skin that's ever been officially granted a patent by the U.S. government. And so it's a big deal. And so if you think about it logically, your skin, everything is constantly oxidizing. If you put an apple or a banana on your table, eventually it's going to turn brown. And so some things oxidize at a quicker rate than others. And so if you're putting something on your skin that is an antioxidant, it's literally keeping it from from aging. And so that's, kind of how I like to think about it and explain it. Definitely very simple, but super cool that it's, patented and it's the first. So again, if you're super skeptical, like I was, these clinical trials are awesome. And, one of my favorite parts here about this is, the fact that it doesn't say, 93% of participants, felt that they might have had a, significant, improvement in their skin, but it actually says 93% actually had a significant improvement that was detectable by this machine. And so basically what, these participants did, they put their face in the machine, and, amazing results, 93% in wrinkles, 92% in radiance, 83% in the smoothness. That's something that's hard clinical data that is really not arguable. So what do all these products address? So the night cream and the day cream, those two products together work the best. So I definitely recommend, if you're going to purchase the night cream, I'm going to tell you right now, the day cream is probably my favorite product. I use it every single day. The night cream I use as well. The firming cream, I haven't really had any dimpling or cellulite or anything that I really want to use that on yet. But night cream and day cream, fine lines and wrinkles, discoloration, uneven skin texture, enlarged pores, sagging skin. And I'm serious. The day cream is my favorite. And the reason I like it so much is because, a lot of lotions I don't really like putting on my skin because they don't really soak in. And you kind of feel oily all day. And the day cream, I actually like. I never used it. It's funny, I never used to use any moisturizers at all. And now all my friends and I use the day cream because it actually, makes a difference. And then the firming cream works on cellulite and dimpling, like I said, makes skin appear more smooth, tight, and firm. And then, works on love handles, stomach, upper thighs, upper arms. If you're a guy, abs, whatever it is that you are trying to get rid of. And then, down in the bottom left-hand corner, we've got an amazing 30-day, money-back guarantee. And what's really cool about this, you see the 30-day money-back guarantee all the time, but our company is really special about this, and we've got an amazing policy. You can actually return all of our products completely empty and use every ounce of them, and as long as you just ship them back and return them within 30 days, all your money back, no questions asked, full guarantee. So we definitely don't want you to be unsatisfied. So another great part as well is the pricing. So the pricing is amazing. The night cream is only $80. The day cream and night cream together is $120, and the firming cream is $80, as you can see. And actually, if you buy all three products together, you get a $40 discount. So the pricing is awesome. And, I remember when I first looked at this as a guy, I was like, $80, whoa, that's a lot of money. But, if you ask, women that if you're a guy, watching this, you ask women, that's like nothing compared to, all the products they spend. And, what's cool too, especially, if you're a woman or if you're someone that uses products, what's great is it's all the products that you use in just one. So if you think about it, it's, your night cream, your toner, your serum, your lip cream, your eye cream, your heel cream, whatever it is that you use with it's an 8-step multi-step system. It's really everything in just one product. So, if you really think about it, $80 is an incredible deal. And if you buy all three and you get the $40 savings, it's an awesome deal. Okay, so EHT, I'm going to switch over here. We recently just came out with this product called EHT. Personally, this is, I'd say this is probably my favorite product that we have. It's kind of hard to say, but this is probably my favorite product that we have. I've been taking it now for 6 months. I am obsessed with this. Even if I wasn't involved with the business, I would be taking this probably until I die. But just the overall feeling of well-being that I've gotten from taking this is such a big deal. So a little bit of background. It was discovered at Princeton University after about 20 years of research there. And, it works on on everything from energy to alertness, focus, memory, and recall, and also boosts the body's immune system. So, you can just look at this sentence here, promotes better cognitive function and overall brain health, and I shouldn't even need to, say anything else. But yeah, it really does work. And the thing that I like about it the most is I used to drink Red Bulls. I definitely have ADD. I used to take Adderall and different things like that. And so this is so much better in my opinion because it's so much more healthy for you. So this is 100% natural, 100% safe for any age. And it definitely does work. And so some of the names behind this too, it's important to know, is Rutgers, National Institute of Health, huge names that are all involved in the research of this product. And again, we were able to have the complete patents and exclusivity of this product as well. So to get EHT, it's $55. And if you want to order a 2-pack as well, so say you and your significant other or you and a friend want to order together, you actually will get a savings, and it'll be $100 for a 2-pack. Again, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee on this as well. So those are really our 4 products. Again, on the business side, I love it because it's only 4 products. It's not a whole catalog of things to show your friends or whatever, and it's basically just risk-free because people can try it and send it back. If they don't like it, which is definitely rare. But what's really cool is we actually have a program, a loyalty program, where once you become a customer, you'll actually get your own website. And if you just, refer the product to 3 of your friends, and it's going to happen naturally. So, you're using the night cream, right? Or you're using the firming cream, you're going to get results and people are going to see it happens. I love that about this business. It happens all the time. And so when your friends are asking you, hey, what are you doing? You can easily just send them to your website. And as long as you have 3 referrals who are friends, family, whoever, who are ordering in a given month, you're going to get your next month's product for free. Okay, so I'm going to switch gears here and talk about Nerium as a business. So, maybe you're totally financially comfortable. Maybe you're looking for more. Maybe, you just wish you had an extra $500 or $1,000 to go on a vacation or to, help with your mortgage or to help pay down college debt or whatever it is. There's tons of different ranges of income that you can, totally have with this business and totally obtain based on how much time and energy you want to put into it, just like anything else. But it definitely is doable, all just because we've got a great product. And, personally, I really wanted that Lexus bonus. And the coolest thing for me was when I earned the Lexus bonus, I actually was able to sell my previous car, which I had paid off, and I sold it for just over $30,000. And my college debt was about $30,000, and so I took the money and literally, in the click of a button, was able to just pay off all my debt. And so within 6 months of working for this company, I was completely debt-free, and I had a car payment that was completely paid for. So it was just really, really awesome, awesome to be able to do that, and definitely hugely appreciative. So as far as the leadership, when I first took a look at this business, I did a ton of research. Just because, the main thing for me was my reputation, and my reputation really was everything. And so I wanted to make sure 100%, 100,000% that I could stand behind the company that I was working with. And the key thing that I was looking into was the leadership and who's driving the ship here. And I was super impressed when I first heard Jeff Olson speak, because I realized, not just, a man of a lot of success. He's had a ton of success within corporate America, and also within this industry of relationship marketing. He's, recently spoke to the United Nations. He's the best-selling author of the book called The Slight Edge. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend it. It's an amazing book. And all that stuff's great, but if you look into him further, he's a man of integrity and a man of intelligence. And that was what really, really impressed me, and that's what I was really looking for. There's a lot of CEOs who have had success and made money. That's great. But integrity is really the key thing that I was really looking for. And, I just feel so safe and so proud to be part of the company just because of not only him, but also the team that he's assembled. So we've given back in a lot of different ways, as far as different organizations that we're working with. We're actually the #1 contributor to Big Brothers and Big Sisters. And if you've heard of these 2 small little companies, Nike and Bank of America, we've actually just surpassed them, and have in total so far donated over $2 million. And so also as we've expanded into other countries in the world, we've also partnered with World Vision, And lastly, too, Live Happy magazine. So we've also created Live Happy, and it's really all about, it's a magazine that's completely devoted to becoming a happier person. And studies have found that if you're a happier person, you're going to have more success in life. And so it's super cool. It's actually not even a profit center for our company. We don't even make money doing it, but Jeff Olson just loves the movement. And it's a great publication that he actually gives to all of our customers and all of our brand partners on a monthly basis, just for free. So pretty cool. Okay, so why relationship marketing? This is my favorite slide out of all the slides because I love this business model. I didn't understand the business model before I got involved with the company, but now I totally understand it, and it's genius, and it's the way of the future. So traditional business, here's how traditional business works. So the manufacturer makes the product. They spend a lot of money on advertising. They mark up the product to the distributor. Then the distributor marks up the product to the retailer. And then the retailer marks up the product to the end consumer. And so what Nerium does and how this business model works is instead of spending all that money on advertising and all that money paid out to the distributors and the retailers, Nerium just says, hey, you know what? We trust that word of mouth and your friend referring it to another friend is going to be more effective than all of that combined. And so we're just going to pay the commissions to all of us brand partners. And so it's literally genius because word of mouth advertising works so much better than traditional advertising. If you think about it, what are you going to trust more? Your friend telling you about a product or, a advertisement on the radio? You're probably going to trust your friend. And so, that's obvious with social media. There's a lot of ways you can leverage social media with that. And it's definitely great. So as far as significant earning potential, that's a huge upside to this business as well. Whatever your job is, there's probably a pretty clear picture of your earning potential. There's a salary cap on how much you're going to earn, and there's probably a ceiling. You might get a 3% raise each year, but you pretty much know the potential of what you're going to make. And so what's great about this business is that you can literally make as much or as little as you want, depending on how much time and energy you want to invest. So pretty much just like anything else. No boss, no employees. That's pretty much self-explanatory. That's just a headache in itself. I've had a boss and I've had employees, and both of them are not fun. Creating leverage. This is huge. So first of all, the leverage comes from the team helping you. So you're not going to be in this alone. You're not going to have to do everything on your own. You're going to have a full professional support team of several people who are literally daily going to walk you through exactly what to do. So day one, here's what you're going to do. Day two, okay, here's what we're going to do today. And that is the number one reason that me at 22 years old was able to have success in this company, was just because of the amount of support that I had. And I can tell you, when I got started, all I did was I literally just put the word out to a few of my friends and a family and a few people, and then they put the word out to their friends and family, and continued so on. And we just basically, our goal was just to get the word out about the product. Pretty simple. And now, after about 3 years of working this part-time when I first started, spare time, after about 3 years, I've got team all over the United States, Canada, Mexico, and now even South Korea. And that really is what leverage is. So literally the coolest thing for me is while I'm sleeping now, it's daytime in Korea, and for every bottle that they sample out and sell, I'm able to make a commission on my entire team's customers. So that's huge. Tax benefits, there's over 300 tax benefits from owning a business. And so now as a business owner, I get to write off my car payment because now it's my business car. My house is now my office. My gas is a business expense, my meals, my travel. And I can literally keep going on and on and on. But all those expenses are now deductible from my income. And so the tax benefits alone are worth it. Okay, so here's how you get your business started. So you get everything in here, everything you see here for $499. And that's literally everything you need to start your business. You get a website, brochures, books, DVDs, magazines. And the most important part about the entire thing is you get a support team that's literally dedicated to help you have success. Obviously you're set up with product as well. That's the key, ingredient to success, because you're gonna hand those bottles out. Those guys are like your employees. And here's the best part is, if you talk about owning a global business, you got to own a business where all the research, all the development, all the marketing material, all the patents, all the customer service, all the manufacturing, all the packaging, basically everything is done for you, and you get to start for $500. I can tell you, personally, I started a really successful business in college. It was an eyewear business, and we were actually invited to be on the show Shark Tank. Our investment to get started was $150,000. We had to have an investor and a lawyer drop all the legal documents, and with that, in our first 12 months in business, we actually did just a little bit under 500,000 in sales, and I was dealing with the biggest headache ever of dealing with all that stuff, the manufacturing, the product development, all that stuff, the customer service. And what happened with me was when I was introduced to Nerium, I literally resigned and walked away from that successful business. I let my partners take it over. Because I had found something better. I had found something that was way easier, way more safe, way less risky, much higher earning potential, and something that everything's done. All I had to do was just share the product with people who were open to trying it for free, who would be willing to take a picture and let you know their opinion on it. That's like the easiest thing ever. So to me, it was all the benefits of being an entrepreneur and starting your own business, but without all the risks. So once you get started, then what you want to do after that is you're going to want to pick what pace you want to build your business at. So you can start with only just the starter pack. Personally, that's what I did, but that's all the money I had to invest. However, looking back, I promise you, I wish I would have had the money to invest in the silver pack or the gold pack, just because of the speed that you can build your business at. So I knew a lot more than a couple people who would just want to try this. I really wanted to get the word out, and if I would have had as many bottles as in the bronze, silver, or gold pack, I know I would have been able to build it a lot faster. So these bottles are really your employees. The more bottles you have, that's really what you're paying for here. The more bottles you have, the faster you can grow your business. Okay, so roadmap to Lexus. So this is one of my favorite parts of the business. I've actually been able to help over 70 people get a Lexus. There's, I think, over 10,000 people that have qualified for a brand new Lexus in the company as well. So it's not just something that the top income earners are making. And here's really how you do it. So when you first get started, our very first goal with you is, number one, to help you get your first 3 customers. And once we help you do that, not only are you going to get paid commissions, and not only are you going to get 3 free bottles in the mail, and then once we help you do that, then we want to help you find your first 3 business partners. Once you've done that, you'll earn, if you do it in your first 30 days, you'll earn a $100 bonus. And just by doing that first step, you'll have made approximately about $816 plus 6 free bottles. The next step is, we basically just want to turn around and help each one of those 3 people just duplicate exactly what you did. Help them get their first 3 customers, help them find their first 3 brand partners, and by doing that, you'll actually earn an iPad. Not only an iPad, but you'll also earn $2,725, as you can see there, and another 6 more free bottles. And then basically, to qualify for the Lexus, it's pretty simple. You just help 3 people get the iPad bonus, and once you've done that, the company puts you in a Lexus, and you'll qualify for the Lexus bonus. And by that time as well, you'll have made around $6,768, just a rough estimate, plus a bunch of free bottles that are going to go out there and help you earn more business. And so definitely a great incentive. And I've had people do it within a month. I've had people do it within 6 months. I've had people do it within 3 months. But really, the sweet spot is about 3 months. So if you want to really run for it, it's definitely doable in that time, and we've got a whole roadmap for you to do that. I love that the company does this. I've actually been able to earn 2 all-expense paid trips to Cancun and 1 all-expense paid trip to the Bahamas now. And the company, even the last one in the Bahamas, the company rented out an entire island. It was literally the most fun, and they also rented out an entire cruise ship as well. It was literally one of the most fun trips ever. Actually, you can see the cruise ship that we rented out in the top left picture. And then you actually see me down on the on the bottom left picture with my hand out on the far right side. Anyways, proof that I was there. But yeah, the incentive trips are amazing. Just another great perk of working with a company as well. And lastly, the residual income. So this is really why I was here. I always, grew up, hearing that, you're not truly wealthy until you're making money while you're sleeping. And, you see people that own real estate, they just have mailbox money where the, checks just come in from the rents, or you see people that own an e-commerce business and people order stuff online and the checks just come in. That's really true wealth. And so how it works is, you start on the left-hand side, there's you. You just start in the beginning by, you sell a bottle to someone, or you sell a couple bottles to someone, you're going to make a commission. And then, as you start building a team, which happens naturally because, people realize the product works. People, who doesn't want to make some extra money on the side of what they're doing? You start building a team, and as they, sell product, or as they sample the product out and get customers, they're going to earn commission. But not only that, you're going to earn on top of that, you're going to earn a commission as well. And, as you start to develop a larger team, then you start to earn more and more commissions, and your income grows. And, eventually you can do what I did, which is I just do this full time now and literally in complete control of my life. And it's honestly the greatest thing. And then, of course, then there's bonuses as well. So I've personally been able to earn the $50,000 bonus, but the company has paid out all of these bonuses now. And there's tons and tons of hundreds of people that have earned the $50,000 bonus. I don't even know what the number is now, but people have earned all these bonuses, and definitely pretty great.
Thank you for inviting me to be on this webinar. I'm so excited to share my story with all of you. My name is Brianna Tuvey. I'm 24 years old from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I'm a regional marketing director. Before starting with Nerium, I was working full-time in retail sales and constantly felt like going to school wasn't attainable without a mountain of student loans. When Canada launched in 2014, I got started with Nerium, and having the financial freedom to go to school was my dream. As long as I can remember, I've wanted to go to school for aesthetics. Being a young adult with a passion for cars, the ability to earn my Lexus inspired me to hit the ground running. I figured, what did I have to lose if I just tried? With the love and guidance of my parents, I rank advanced to executive director and earned my car 4 weeks into starting my business. In fall of 2014, on my birthday, I rank advanced to regional marketing director and left my full-time sales job. I started school a few weeks later, paid for my tuition, and supported myself through my program with my commissions. I graduated with my aesthetics certification in May of 2015, and I'm currently on track to achieve National Marketing Director. Anything is possible when you have a goal in mind and believe you can accomplish it. The sky is the limit from here.
Hey, this is Jordan Boychuk, Senior Director in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. I've been with Nerium for about a year and a half now, and when I was introduced to the product, I didn't get it. I was a full-time student, full-time in a restaurant, and I was super broke, super busy, and super stubborn. I was 23. I didn't think I needed anything for my skin, especially anti-aging. So when I got a bottle, I actually just went and tried it on 3 of my friends, and surprisingly to me at the time, they got really great results and they wanted to buy it. And so when I saw how excited they were, I decided to join the business as a brand partner. And I'm really glad that I did. It's been an incredible journey so far. I've met some really great people, and we've just had an absolute blast sharing the product, sharing the business with people, doing parties, traveling around. It's just been great. And the biggest thing for me is, by the time I'm 30, I'm going to be financially free, and I'm going to be able to build my dream house and set up a great life for the kids that I haven't had yet, and travel around with my family and with my boyfriend, and being able to do all of that in my 20s rather than years and years from now. It's just amazing. And of course, I learned my lesson about products. I absolutely love the night and day cream. I used to have really oily skin before, and now my skin is basically picture perfect at the end of the day. I just look so much healthier and more radiant. And then the Firm, I practically bathe in that from like the neck down. I use it, and I absolutely love it. I cannot believe the results that I've had with it. So yeah, I'm just absolutely in love with the products. Anyway, thanks so much, guys, for having me on. Have a great night.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Micaiah York. I actually live in West Hollywood. I'm a regional marketing director here with Nerium International. When I first heard about this company, I was actually 21 years old. I was in a position, I was dead broke. I'd never had success in business before. And to be honest, I was scared. I didn't think I could have success here in this space. But what I knew was I had a burning desire, I had a willingness to work, and I was coachable. And I knew that the anti-aging space was very big. My roommate had just sold his car, so we didn't lose our house. Within a year, I saw him get to a six-figure income with his company. I said, Danny, how can a guy like me, 21, have success in his business? He said, Micaiah, it's not about you, it's about the product. When you have a product that works, you can have success. I ended up getting started. I signed up for the $500 package, and man, my life has just changed. I mean, we were able to earn our investment back our first week. Our first couple weeks, we got a Lexus. We had then qualified for 2 all-expense-paid trips, one to Cancun, one to the Bahamas. We're on the verge of a $50,000 bonus. I'm able to travel the world. Just got back from South Korea, actually traveling to Japan with my girlfriend here in the next couple months. And this company is just giving me my time freedom back. And as a young entrepreneur, I'm now able to pursue what I want to pursue, not because of the lack of income, but because of the income and because I have a passion to do what I want to do. And it's because of what this company's been able to do. So if I can do this business, so can you. Thank you so much.
So just to sum it up and to kind of close it up, I'm a huge numbers person, so to me this was awesome to see. But you can see here, just comparing us to other household names, Google, eBay, and Amazon. So Google in its first year, this is all of our first years in business. So Google's first year in business, they did 220,000, eBay 372,000, Amazon 511,000, and then this should even be a bigger graph, but they couldn't fit it on the screen here. But if you notice, it's 100 M for million. So in our first 12 months in business, we actually did 100 million in sales. When I first got started, I watched the company do that, and I was like, wow, this is a huge deal. And ever since then, so 2012 was kind of when we got started, 100 million in our first year, one product, one country. Second year in business, over 219 million in sales, which actually brought us to number 54 on the top 100 companies in our industry. There's actually over 10,000, but we were actually number 54 in our second year. That was just with our night cream and day cream. And then third year in business, 2014, we actually doubled that again, 405 million in sales, and brought us down to number 4 on the top 40 on the top 100 list. And that's when we actually launched into Canada, Mexico. We also launched our Nerium firm cream as well. Okay, so 2015. 2015, we launched EHT supplement in the United States, Optimera contour cream in Canada and Mexico, and we also opened up in South Korea. South Korea was a huge launch for us. For you numbers people out there, the largest launch out of any direct sales company or relationship marketing company in history was 5 million in sales in South Korea within their first 30 days. And in our first 30 days, we did over 30 million in sales. So 6 times the fastest ever. Huge accomplishment, and just shows you, what the product can do and what we're doing here. It's a really big deal because we're going to be opening up in Japan, other countries as well, and I can't even imagine. Just boggles my mind what the company's going to do once we open up in those countries. It's just insane. Okay, lastly, as well, 2 more things. So Inc. magazine, I already talked about that. 2015, number 1 fastest growing privately held company within the consumer products and services category, 12th overall. And in 2015, we reached $1 billion in sales. So another huge stat. This is very, very important. There's only been 5 companies to ever do $1 billion in sales within their first 5 years, and we were actually one of those companies. So it's a huge deal. We actually did it in our 4th year. Puts us in great company. So just lastly, to kind of close it out. So if you are just looking at this, to become a customer, you just are looking at the products. Just kind of like I said earlier, scientific, proven results, over 15 million bottles shipped. I promise you this stuff works. I'm a 25-year-old guy. There's a lot of other things I could be doing besides anti-aging skincare, I promise you. I'm doing this specifically and involved with this company specifically because the product works. And I'm actually passionate about this. So, and then on the other side, if you want to become a brand partner and you want to make some extra money, we can totally show you how to do that. You'll have a whole support team, like I said. And it's super simple to get started. Get started with a starter pack. I highly encourage you to upgrade to one of the bronze, silver, or gold packs. That way you'll have more bottles to build your business faster. And just wanted to close it out. Thank you guys so much for your time. Really excited to maybe meet you if you do become a brand partner. And if you do become a customer, absolutely make sure you take pictures, because you will not see the results, seeing yourself every single day, unless you take pictures. So in 30 days, you should be able to start seeing results. And if you give it 90 days, that's when the magic starts to happen. So thank you guys, and hope you guys have a great day.